Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. Today we're going to say some old words from some holy texts that were important long ago and are still important now. Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. ואהבת את ענת אלוהיך ובכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך וחיו הדברים האלה אשר נוחי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך ובדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך וחיה כי ויחיה אלוהיך אל הארץ אשר נשבע לאבותיך לאברהם ליצחק וליעקב לתת לך ערים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר לא מילאת וברות עצובים אשר לא עשת וכרמים בזיתים אשר לא נתת והלכת ושבעת הישמר לך פן תשכח את יהוה אשר תישך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. Good morning, Daria. Shalom. Unfortunately, my Hebrew is not actually good enough to understand your second message. All of my knowledge of Hebrew is liturgical, unfortunately. But I so sincerely appreciate that you talk to me in Hebrew. That's really special. How are you doing today? So, today we will continue to read from the Enuma Elish. The Enuma Elish is this Babylonian creation myth that was written approximately 4, maybe even 5,000 years ago. Good morning, Meg. I'm doing really well today, Darya. Yeah, this past week I have felt healthier, and more aligned with the life that I'm living, than I felt in months. I'm glad that it is finally summer, and that my responsibilities have shifted. So I'm feeling well, and I'm very pleased to be able to say that. From 1 to 10, oh, I don't know. Try not to adhere to the violence of categories. Quantification leads to abstraction. I'm doing well. Let's call it a 7. In any case, where we left off in this Enuma Elish, this creation myth about the war between the gods. Tiamat was waging war against a generation of male gods that she produced. Yes, I imagine summer in the Galilee is significantly hotter than summer here. Here we get rain every day. And the nights are usually... let me see if I can translate into Celsius. The nights are usually around 10 to 15, and the days are 20 to 25. We rarely get up to 30. It's cool here. Not like Israel at all. So, where we left off, Marduk had been elected the champion of the gods. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Sometimes you breathe wrong. You breathe in water. Marduk had just been elected champion of the gods to fight against the hosts of Tiamat. Act in haste and declare a destiny for him with all speed, so that he may then go and confront your overwhelming foe. So now we will read about the battle. Or maybe we're still in the preparations for the battle. Who knows? Thus Kaka went forth to carry out the mission given to him, and in front of the gods Lamu and Lahamu, his forebears, he knelt down, kissing the ground which lay before them, then raised himself fully to stand and related these words. Your son, Anshar, is the one who sent me to speak to you. And he asked me to convey his own inner thoughts, saying, Behold, Tiamat, who gave all birth, is determined to destroy us all. She called together a congress and is like a deranged maniac. And the gods have all gone over to her side, every one of them. Even those which you gave rise to have also joined her force. They have gathered around Tiamat and championed her cause. They were brutal and planned endlessly, both day and night, grumbling and fuming, all done in the cause of making war. They called together a council of war to consider battle plans. Lady Huber, who made all, produced an unfailing weapon. She brought big snakes with piercing teeth and vicious fangs. Their bodies she had infused with poison rather than blood, and she caused these raging dragons to emit deadly beams, here are the laser dragons, and to wear mantles of brilliance, so that they were like gods. Then Lady Huber raised her voice, verbalizing the curse. Anyone who gazes at them will be stricken down with horror. They will always rise up their bodies and never back down. Then Tiamat enlisted a horned snake, a Mushushu dragon, a Lamu hero, an Ugalu devil, a mad dog, a scorpion man, brutal Umu devils, a half-man, half-fish, a half-man, half-bull, carrying ruthless weaponry, who reveal no fear in battle. Her commands were so portentous that none could be ignored, and in addition to these she recruited 11 more likewise. And above all of her children, all the gods who had assembled, she conferred upon Kingu, the chief rank amongst them all, bestowing the generalship of her army and rule of the Congress, to hold aloft the spear to signify battle, and gather the warriors. She had given him high command of the entire combat force, and placed him to be seated upon the throne of rule, saying, I have conjured up a spell in your name, making you foremost among the gods of Congress. You now rule all of the gods. You will reign supreme, for further you will be my sole mate. Your orders shall not be disregarded among the Anuki. She conveyed to him the tablet of fate, clasping it at his chest. What you say will not be altered, and you will speak the law. So, after Kingu had received his rank, had been given Anu power, and had pronounced the fates of his sons, the gods, he said, "What comes out of your lips would obliterate flames. Your potent poison would serve to incapacitate the mighty." So, I sent forth Anu, but he was not able to stand up to her. While Nudimund was panic-stricken and merely came back, until Marduk, your son, most capable of the gods, emerged, and he wished of his own accord to stand against Tiamat. He raised his voice to be heard, and spoke these words to me. "If I am to be your defender, and defeat Tiamat to preserve you, then assemble a commission, and proclaim a singular destiny. Then rest content among the others within Ubushu Ukinaku, for my words, rather than yours, will determine destiny. Whatever I accomplish will not be undone, never overturned, and the verdict that issues from my lips will never be rescinded. So, act in haste and declare a destiny for him with all speed, that he might then go and confront your overwhelming foe." And Lamu and Lahamu heard every word and cried out, and every one of the Igigi were overcome with sad moaning. "But this is awful! Before Anshar sent us this intelligence, we had not the least idea of what Tiamat was planning to do." They made their way and gathered the high gods who fix fate, and they came to Anshar's company, being at once cheerful, greeting one another with kisses. There in the meeting hall they discussed among themselves, sitting together for a feast, and they ate plenty of bread and imbibed the best of wine, so that they slurped up flavorful beer through drinking straws, and they made full through the consumption of alcohol, and as a result they became cheerful, and their hearts rejoiced, and they pronounced a destiny for Marduk, their hero. It's a lot of build-up, quite a lot of build-up, but Marduk, their hero, now in the next tablet, tablet 4, will fight Tiamat. How many tablets are left? Tablet 4, tablet 5, tablet 6, tablet 7, tablet... yeah. So, we're 2/3 of the way done with the story, and we will continue reading tomorrow. Enuma Elish. Now, it's time for Arati. The word Arati means flame in Sanskrit. Jaya Jayarati Vina Vinayaka Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha Jaya Jayarati Subramanya Subramanya Kartikeya Jaya Jayarati Venugopala Venugopala Venuola Papa Vidura Navanita Chora Jaya Jayarati Venkantaramana Venkantaramana Sankatarana Sitarama Radhe Shama Jaya Jayarati Gauri Manohara Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara Samba Sadashiva Uma Maheshwara Jaya Jayarati Raja Rajeshwari Raja Rajeshwari Tripura Sundari Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Mahashakti Jaya Jayarati Anjaneya Anjaneya Hanumanta Jaya Jayarati Dattatreya Dattatreya Trimutri Avatara Jaya Jayarati Adityaya Adityaya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jayarati Sanistaraya Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jayarati Sankarachaya Sankarachaya Advaita Gurave Jaya Jayarati Sadgurunata Sadgurunata Shivananda Jaya Jayarati Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Jaya Jayarati Agastya Munaye Agastya Munaye Shriyama Priyaye Jaya Jayarati Ayapa Samine Ayapa Samine Dharma Shastave Jaya Jayarati Jesus Gurave Moses Gurave Buddha Gurave Jaya Jayarati Muhammad Gurave Guru Nanak Gurave Samastya Gurubho Namaha Jaya Jayarati Venugopala. Can anyone tell White Wolf what language this is? Natatra suyobati natandrakaratam nimavidyobati kutoya magni Twameva bantam bandi sarvam tasya basya samidam vibanti Om Gange Kayamune Kaiva Govari Saraswati Narmade Siddhi Kaveri Hiya Namastitam Namo Namaha. Sanskrit is the name of the language. The prayer is called Arati. It's from the Bhagavad Gita. Tvameva mata chapita tvameva Tvameva bandusha saka tvameva Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Kayena vacha manasendriyarva Buddhyatmanava prakrite sabhavad Karomyad yad mangalam parasmahi Narayana iti sarmar payami Sarvadharmam pravijayam amikam savarnambraja Aham sva sarva papayo mokshayami masucha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, my nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these, I dedicate to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And now we will say Kaddish. Kaddish is a Hebrew word, which means prayer, or holy. Kadosh, 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 holy, holy, holy. And in this iteration, the iteration of the Mourner's Kaddish, Mourner's Kaddish is a prayer of grief. It's a way of publicly grieving what we have lost, all those who suffer and die. From the beginning of life until now, living creatures have suffered and died. And so we remember them and recognize our own inevitable fate to live and die. And so we say these words. Hidgadal vidgadash meiraba Biamadi vrachute viam lichmal chute Bachayachonu viomechonu vchayedukol be Israel Bagala visman kari vim ami Yehe shemei rabba me v'arach li olam olmei olmaya Yid barach v'ishtabach v'it ba'ar v'it irmam v'it naseh V'itadar v'italei v'italal shemei dekude shah baruchu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush birchata v'nechimata Diamiran biama v'imr amin Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yochol Yisrael v'imru amin Ose shalom v'imramav huya ase shalom aleinu v'yochol Yisrael v'imru amin. Oh, say shalom b'mamav, huy say shalom aleinu, v'alechol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you here tomorrow to say these words again. So, now it is time for breakfast. I have some buckwheat in my rice cooker that I am excited to eat. So if you'll stick around for a minute or two, we can chat over food. And it will be a nice time. A nice time. Also, Meg, just so you know, the language is Sanskrit, not Sanskrit. I know it might sound like that in English, but the word script is an English word that means language, right? But Sanskrit and the word script have nothing to do with one another. But I think that's a cute little typo. How are you doing today? I'm gonna go get some buckwheat. Good morning, my friend. How are your geese today? Oh gosh, I think I added both too much water and too much buckwheat to this. It's like porridge. Look at this. Not great. A fresh batch of ducklings. That's exciting. Good morning, Galen. Yes, I did draw the tree on my wall. I drew it to replicate this tree. This tree right here. Tree of life. It's an important tree. I bet they're very cute. I think I want a seaweed with this meal. I will be right back. $600 grams of avocado today? Are you sure your units are correct? 600 grams is not very much avocado. That's like one avocado. Thank you, Meg. I've been playing around with colorful eyeshadow. I'm quite pleased with the way it looks today. Did you actually weigh all of your avocados? So you found 6 kilos. 6 kilos of avocados. That's pretty good. I don't think I've ever weighed anything I got from the dumpster. Sometimes I count them, right? Like I'll be like, I found 600 avocados. But 6,000 grams. Not bad. What else did you find besides avocado? I'm eating overcooked buckwheat. I accidentally overcooked it. But it's not bad. It's like porridge. Breakfast grain. Was that a scab? Probably. On my hand? I have many scabs, as I was doing carpentry work. Some old bananas, and a few salads. I would be wary of salmon salads in the dumpster. Surface area. The more surface area a thing has, the less likely it is to be good. Please do. Yeah, I've been pretty diligently practicing eye makeup for the last month or two. And I would love any resources that you have, Meg. Buckwheat, it tastes like any other grain, like oatmeal, or rice, or millet, quinoa. Right, it's all just grain. Yeah, I wouldn't take salads with cut processed fish. That's bad news. Bad news. I'll see you later, Lily. I guess it's Illy. Illy for infinity. Plans for today. My partner's parents are visiting for the week, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna go for a walk. Look at some houses. And ideally, I will make a TikTok that will be published tomorrow. We'll see. I wish I was publishing more. But in order to publish more, I would have to reduce the quality of the things that I'm making, and I don't want to. What are your plans for the day, Meg? Okay. I believe it is time to go now. But I will be here tomorrow to say these words once more with you all. It's your day off. Well, congratulations. Yeah, take a day of rest, please. Candle Firefly. I still do have Discord. Yes, there's a link in my bio. If you click the link in my bio, you can get a link to my Discord server. If you would like to chat with me over on Discord, I would love that. There's a really lovely little community. We chat here and there. Go find some plants and finish your garden. That sounds great. Sounds like a great plan. Alright. Thank you all so much for spending this time with me in the morning. It does mean quite a lot. And I will see you tomorrow.